Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for
Hello.
being here. Please let us know in the chat where you're joining from. There's a little chat box there. I want to know where you are. I am cozy and warm. I'm back in Canada after 2 months in Costa Rica. Where are you two, Toti and Ale?
You're gonna hate us for that, but yeah, we are in Bali.
Oh, so warm, so beautiful. Where in Bali? Are you in Ubud or Canggu?
We are in
In Canggu,
Canggu.
actually, yeah. We rented a meeting room in one of our favorite co-working space. So yeah, we're in Canggu, yeah.
Amazing. Okay. We got people from Bosnia, Georgia as well, England. So people from all over the world, London. What time is it over there in Bali?
It's 11 p.m.
11 p.m.
Okay. End of
You can see
day,
from
last
our
thing that we're
faces.
doing. It is, I feel the same. It's 8 a.m. I got up early for this one. So we're all on a little bit of sleep, but we all got great energy and we have a lot of important information to share. So one of the things we want to know from the audience today is how familiar they are with Notion, which is going to be a big topic today. So I've just started a poll. Please let us know, are you familiar with Notion? Are you using it already? Or is this the first time you're hearing about it? Okay, who else do we got here? Will from London, Toronto, Buenos Aires, Kuala Lumpur. Hi, Lauren.
Seville. Oh, nice,
Oh,
Spain.
nice.
That's all over the world. I'm so happy for that. Thank you very much for joining me.
Very global. Okay, well, everyone's here to hear from the two of you, so I'm just going to get started and introducing today's session so we can pass the mic over to the two of you as quickly as possible. So everyone who's joining, I'm Sam. If you are new here, I have the pleasure of moderating this webinar series that SafetyWing has been doing now for over a year. I've had the pleasure of getting to meet such talented and amazing creators like Toti and Ali today, who come on here and teach us some of the things that we need to be really successful in our nomadic, remote lifestyle journeys. And when I'm not doing this, I host my own podcast and community called The Freedom Lifestyle. So I'm a big Notion user, but I still have a lot to learn. So I'm hoping I'm going to leave with some tricks today too, okay?
Happy to share everything that we know.
Amazing.
It
Amazing.
helps so much to grow our business. So happy to help other people to do the same.
Okay, perfect. And I'm curious to hear how many people hadn't heard of Notion before. So I'm going to close that poll in a second. Again, if you're just joining us, let us know in the chat where you're joining us from and fill out that poll. We want to know how familiar you already are with Notion. So today's speakers are Toti and Ale. They're the founders of Passport and Stamps, formerly office-based in London. They transitioned from a 9-to-5 job to freelancing before fully embracing a remote lifestyle. Their brand focuses on 3 different projects. 2 are in travel, and 1 is in sustainability for conscious travelers, highlighting off-the-path destinations. Welcome, Toti and Ali. How are you feeling today heading into this session?
Very excited.
Excited. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. We are so happy to be part of the ambassador program of SafetyWing because it's something that we really appreciate the support that also SafetyWing gives to us and to creators like us. That's very important.
Amazing. Yeah, well, we love being able to collaborate with creators like all of you. And that's kind of a preview of what we are going to mention later today. And everybody who's joining us will be invited to become an ambassador of SafetyWing too, if they wish. And you're going to learn a little bit more about the perks of that. So stick around. We're also going to do questions at the end. So you'll see there's a chat box, but then there's also a Q&A box. So if you have any questions as they're going through their presentation, put them there. I'll come back at the end. We'll do a little fireside chat and make sure any specific questions you have as they go through the presentation get answered. So use that for there. And then if you are hearing about SafetyWing for the first time and you are new here, a little bit about us. SafetyWing has a vision of building a global social safety net for remote workers, for nomads, like so many of us on the call today, and has a mission of becoming your home country on the internet. So SafetyWing is creating a suite of products with all of us in mind, in hopes of removing any type of geographical border that would prevent anybody from receiving the same type of equal opportunities and freedoms that so many of us on this call probably already enjoy, or maybe have had an experience where you haven't been able to access that level of freedom. So SafetyWing has a big vision of solving that. And their very first product was Nomad Insurance, which protects you with affordable health and medical coverage. So anytime you're enjoying that nomadic lifestyle, working, traveling away from your home country, SafetyWing has Nomad Insurance, which provides affordable medical health insurance. And it's actually the fastest growing product that they have, over 100,000 users around the world. And so head to safetywing.com to learn a little bit more about Nomad Insurance, as well as the various products that have come out since then. So that's a little bit about us. I'm gonna pass the mic over to the two of you. Are you feeling ready?
Yes, we
Yes.
are ready to
Okay,
share our
amazing.
screen.
I'll also end the poll for you so you can see what the
Thank
results
you.
were.
Wow.
Thank you. Yes. And if you guys, as Sam mentioned, if you are not familiar yet with SafetyWing Ambassador Program, just check out the link in the chat box. We've been in the Ambassador Program from the past 4 years, maybe.
I don't know,
Yeah.
it's very long time.
Long time anyway. We use SafetyWing
users
yeah.
and
We use SafetyWing as our
safety
traveling,
nets
yes,
to travel.
yeah, that's true. Especially like last time that our flight got cancelled, all that bit of drama. But yes, so we highly recommend if you are not an ambassador yet, just to join. So, and
It
here
was
we
a
can
relief to have a
see-
SafetyWing at
Oh,
that
yeah,
time.
absolutely. So here we can see, okay, some people have used it, some of them not yet, but heard of it. Okay,
Good, we
that's a
start
good
well.
start. That's a good start. Okay.
So we will start our presentation now. I will share my screen. Let's hope that everything goes well. And I'm in it. I just need to get some present.
Ready.
There you go.
Amazing.
Can you see?
Looks great.
Now?
Perfect.
It works. So I will start this presentation. I will pass over to Alessia, and it will be very smooth in the passage because we do completely different things with just one platform, which is Notion. And some of you knows it, but some others not. For who doesn't know, Notion is completely free. There is a premium part, but everything that we show today, it's everything that you can do with a free Notion. So no money to get out to start a new project. Things is that most of you knows what is Notion, some others not, but for some for the people that knows already Notion or works on other platform, there is no need of switching, creating a tedious moving from one platform to another to create our same exact environment. You can use all the rest of the application that are currently using seamless. Like you can link to Airtable, you can link Trello, Monday.com, Teams, Slacks, even everything that is with a link is possible to link inside Notion. Notion need to be your way to wake up in the morning and start your day to work in an easy way. So everything that you can connect with it's better. If you need to start to translate stuff from one platform to another, it will be tedious. So it is what we have done in the past 2 years and it works very well for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go.
Who we are. For those who don't know us, so we are Toti and Ale. We are a UK travel couple behind Passport and Stamps, Curious Little Trips, and Italian Trip Abroad, 3 award-winning projects. We've been traveling full-time for the past 5 years, even more. We just Seems like
Time's fly.
Yeah, time's flying. That's true. Over the years, we've been working with well-known destinations, with Visit Dubai, Barbados, Visit England, WeWork, and one of the things that having 3 projects is like, okay, how you guys manage everything? How you can do everything? It's just the 2 of you. Well, we do have a team behind as well, so that's why we wanted to have a space where we could manage everything. So as Toti was saying, wake up in the morning and have a clear idea of how our day will look like. So in this way, we could manage our team and ourselves and all our to-do tasks.
And even this team.
Even this team, because sometimes being a couple is not always easy, but yes. So what we learned today, this is just a little overview of the topics that we will cover. Create an hub, the tools that we use, what is Notion, how to avoid burnout as well, right? But if you stick till the end, there are free Notion templates and Notion resources that we're going to share with you. So don't leave before that.
If you have any question in the meantime that we are talking, just put in the chat box and then we will pick up at the end. We will try to be as fast as possible to get to the end and get all your questions. These need to be more a workshop, so if you have got Notion, just try to use as we explain some of the tools, so it's better for you and you can get the question fast answered now.
Yeah, but so why do we need a control room then?
So that was the question. Basically, our Notion setup starts from what we were struggling with. We were struggling with the workflow. Sometimes was even too hard to focus on one task that we were reading on another project, and we couldn't keep track of the other one. And that was just frustrating because we were jumping like everyone, I think. And we want this system that make our workflow seamless. Plus, we want something that was offline and online with no problem. I could check from my phone even when we were traveling and didn't get any network, and was easy to understand the tasks that we had. I love to work from train, buses in movement. I don't know why, but that was something that I want to work on. And believe me, even since Notion implemented AI inside their system, it gets even better these days. Then we want something that was scalable, that didn't stop to scale the project itself while we were growing, and then we had to change a platform afterwards. It's pointless if you grow your workflow and your hub, and then you need to move somewhere else because it doesn't fit you anymore. So then we wanted a support team and constant updates, and believe me, Notion does constant updates. Last one about calendar is mind-blowing. We will explain something later. And also, we were at the point that we were scaling our business and we had to manage some other people, the writers, editors, video editors, but we want to even understand which person was the right one, fit for the project, and also for the kind of articles. If you are travel bloggers like us, you want somebody that's specialized for itineraries, or specialized for road trips, specialized for listicles. So we had a kind of a bio for every single writers that's worked for us, for which is the strength, which is the down point. If we had some problems, we can remember. And actually, this comes from our background when we were working in London. No 9-to-5 work that comes from your backgrounds, it's pointless. Believe me, you can remember, learn, and progress from what you have done before. Then we wanted some that was seamless between my project and her projects, which I worked on the blogging side. She worked more on the social media. We want something that I can help her in some ways, so like she can check on my stuff. Actually, she's my editor. I write most of the stuff for now, our 3 blog posts, but she edits and puts on WordPress, all of them. So I want something that I just need to ready to publish. She goes there, she finds the article, and she puts on the website.
And then I find a huge pipeline of articles that I have to publish. But yes,
things last. We left for last because this is something that is better that Ale talks about, because it's something that we passed in the few months ago, and it was very useful to adapt the Notion dashboard that we have got at the moment, progress it as we progress, and our work loads gets growing, and you can adapt from our first-hand experience, you can adapt Notion dashboard. The way that we have created, you can create your own and adapt as you grow. And avoid burnout is one of the best things that we have done so far.
We'll talk that a bit later, yeah. So those are some of the tools that we actually use, and we integrate them with Notion, which is Canva, Notion itself, Gmail, Drive, and even Airtable. Because, for example, I do use Airtable for my pitching and for contacts. So because I couldn't find like the right template in Notion, but in this way I can still link all the contacts from Airtable to Notion. And the same is, as Toti was saying before, anything that has got a link can be integrated with Notion.
Remember, this is the key, that we are talking about everything. When we say why we use Notion instead of another tool, is that you can link everything with the link that is provided. Like this presentation is without on our Notion dashboard, but it's on Canva. So it's very easy.
What is Notion?
Most of the people know, so we can go quickly on this one.
Yeah, so basically a single space for organizing everything that matters. So it can be just all your life in Notion, and it's customizable. You can create pages, dashboards, calendars, and arrange them as much as you need.
And what I love the most, database.
Yes, and this is how we actually do use Notion. So we got the social media planning, the keyword research, money and budgeting, database and CRM, to-do list, and target and goals. So basically we manage our work and life balance, everything in Notion.
You can take a screenshot of these, because if you are a blogger or YouTuber, you can use this one as your mandatory sections for the Notion dashboard. So you can have a section for social media, for SEO, a section for money,
yeah,
and
you
so
will
on.
see a screenshot just now of our personal dashboard, and in fact everything is just in one place, so it's super easy when you need to access everything. So this is the example of our dashboard. So your baby.
Yes, this is my baby. Basically, it's still evolving, and to be honest, like the top ribbon that is over there is just like 3 months old. And basically, I woke up in the morning and I wanna know where to go. First of all, I wanna know what are my tasks. I wanna know what I'm working on, and if I need to find something, is everything around here. So as you can see, I created the top ribbon, which has got, I can see, I don't remember. So it's, I can come back on the home dashboard all the time. There is this SEO lab, as you can see, is new, because basically I customize, and later you will see how I did the SEO lab properly to fit the way that we are working on 3 projects, not anymore on 1. So was different even projects that are requiring like Italian trip abroad, just focusing on niche on Italy. Passport and stamps is more broad and has got a completely different mood. Curious Little Chips is more about sustainability. So the 3 projects, even though are mostly related about travel, are completely different each other, and so different even SEO strategy. So you can manage these all inside Notion, but you don't have to do the hard work. It does the filtering for you. You just need to have a look at it. So then we have got the projects, even upcoming projects, and then we have analysis, marketing in it, all our, basically we include inside marketing everything from the colors of every single project, fonts, differences inside the WordPress dashboard, plus like we have just redone a completely redesign of the website of Italian Trip Abroad. I had everything on Notion already set up, and took me about 2 days to redo the design completely. And this is mind-blowing, because for just building up passport and stamps, I took like 2 months at the beginning before I craft even the marketing side. Then we have got social media, that is Alessia's kingdom. And then we have the to-do is just for me because I am the one that uses the most the to-do list on it. And later you will see why. Writing Lab is something that I'm developing with AI at the moment, same exactly with the AI prompts, which are working seamlessly for us. And Calendar is the last addition to Notion. We will talk later on. So as you can see, I can go through SEO Lab for every single project over there. And this works just clicking, go inside the keyword research. Then we have the workspace where we include everything, even links to software that you, like Canva application that are online and you want to get like with one click inside. So my thing is just to make user friendly for me as well. I'm done in the morning. I need to get 3 cups of coffee to wake up. So if I don't have something visual, easy to reach, for me is totally a mess up. So I want something at the beginning of this dashboard. I wanted everything that was one click away from me. Plus, that click away doesn't take your attention away. So you're just focusing, okay, I'm going on Canva, I'm going somewhere else. So you don't have 10,000 windows opening, and that's just mess up with your focus and cleanness, minimalism, visualization of what you have in front of you. So even analysis, media buying earnings, I do even every single spreadsheet, and I've got thousands of spreadsheets on my Google Drive. It would have been a mess to move to another platform. Instead, I just have one click. With one click, I'm going to check how much is my income, how much are my even all the contents are inside one spreadsheet for all the projects. So it's just from Notion to other softwares with one click, and that was the reason why we want the dashboard.
So basically everything in one place.
Yes.
And how to avoid burnout. So yeah, basically a few months ago, I personally had a really bad burnout, and to be honest, it was just too many things, managing 3 projects and managing a team, trying to do everything as much as possible, meeting the deadlines. It was just really, really bad. That's why then we come up with different to-do list, customizable. So what I realized, in a week there are 7 days. If I want 2 days off at least, let's put it this way, I just need to divide all my tasks by projects. So like saying, okay, one day I'm gonna focus on this project, another day about this project, and so on. So that's why we created these to-do lists. So with the stages we do and the priority, trying to prioritize what was more important. So for example, around a conference back in London, it was more important than sending pitching. So I was focusing more on that. And actually now this to-do list is helping us with all the deadlines that we've got. And since then, actually, we work pretty well. Yes. Because we met all the deadline, we haven't had any issues, not too much stress, so we kind of slow down as well. And the thing is that the to-do list with Notion, you can customize it, and there are so many free templates. If you see here, there are so many free templates that you can just download from Notion. This is one of the example, and you can just customize it. So
actually, Jackie was asking if we will show some examples. Yes.
So this is some of the examples.
This is one of them. Yeah. We personalize in this way because we have got 3 projects, and as you can see, for every single task is more or less exactly the same. But you can replicate this exact system in just taking advantage of the free template, which is customized inside Notion. So when you go inside Notion, you just log in inside and you go on templates. It's easy to create this kind of exact same to-do list.
You just find the one that is right for you and actually works for you. For example, this one that was really basic, I was like, I'm not 100% sure. That's why then we create the previous one, that it was much better, because having 3 projects sometimes it's difficult just to have everything in just one page.
Like
So-
just to make a note, like this priority is basically was inside the freedom plate, so we create our own and we include inside some things for links. Parent task is something that I don't want to explain at the moment because it's a little bit more complicated, but we can go through later on, no problem.
If there are any more specific questions,
yes,
we can
definitely.
just go back. Yeah, absolutely.
And just to answer to Jackie again, by the end of this presentation, we have few free resources where you can go and check. There are very easy tutorial, like 5 minutes tutorial to create exactly the same templates.
Yes. And we created target and goals dashboard as well. So
Yes.
you can create basically everything. So everything that you might want. And this one is the typical for the 1st of January, everyone writing down the goals and the target for the business and personal. So you do that on Notion. And the good thing is that you always have it in front of you. So like after a few months, you can just, oh, actually, let me go back and see what are my goals and targets for this year. And you can see how well are you doing. So if you're actually achieving it or not.
Also, you can meet, like, we have a certain target for number of blog posts that we want to publish during the year. You can set up over there. There is even the chance that you can install a progression bars in percentage in Notion, so it can show you how much you are getting to the targets.
Yeah.
You can get the to-do list very easy with just ticking the box and you are done. It will cancel it. Same exact thing is for working on tasks, project, springboard, and sprints. This one, it's for just when we have got campaigns, where I just need to push myself a little bit harder.
Yeah. And scale your business.
And that's the part that I love, because Notion started from scaling our business. And why we want to do that is because it shows a visual platform helps you to concentrate more, but the true reality behind that is that a clear platform with a very easy system helps you to scale your business, taking less energies out of you. I think that I have more time for myself now than I had before. And believe me, it takes you a little bit of effort, a little bit of time to build up this dashboard, personalize on your own, but it creates a lot of space later on. So, like ours, we create ideas or topics, writing and ready to publish. I will show you clear examples of how we set up the things, because this platform works for us. We don't do anything. We just fill up the boxes, and then the filtering does everything. It's a kind of AI. It's not an AI, but it's just filtering. It's easy filtering. If you are used to spreadsheets, you understand that if you filter, you can get like, if you put a note for locations, you can filter for different locations. Exactly the same. We create this system that works for us, that tell us which keywords is more related to our topic, which keywords might be easy to rank for, because we input some stuff inside those boxes, and the boxes are very easy. We create this kind of template, the first one. So we create the keywords, we create the projects that we are writing for, that maybe works for passport and stamps but doesn't work for Italian trip abroad, or works for passport and stamps and curious little trips maybe. Then we create the status, and this can be just keyword research, writing, ready to publish and published. Then we get the categories, depending on the article, the cluster. We work a lot on this kind of content, and then the continent, destination, location, of course. And then I can put on task. Basically, what you have seen before about my task, this goes directly on that dashboard. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to drag and drop. I don't have to link. I don't have to do nothing. I just need to write here that the task is bright Shanghai white temple. Then I get the volume and the difficulty. You can get this data from everywhere. We use K-Search, but you can use SEMrush, Ahrefs, so on, and even free tools. Scout is moderate. this depends on you, depending on your website, and if there is anything inside, maybe there is no keyword targeting inside that, we put inside that, and the system then will work for us. That's what is in our list of status, where is the keyword at the moment, and then we have got the very easy, possible, hard, and moderate, which is the scout moment, if we think that is easy to rank or not. All these is basically to make Notion works for you. So if we come back, all those settings are seemingly a bit tedious, but you do a keyword research today, a keyword research tomorrow, you find the keywords that you might rank for. Some keywords that maybe today you cannot rank for, but tomorrow, in 2 months' time, when your website takes ranking or take authorities in some niches, you can rank for, but you forgot the keywords. No, it's on your Notion.
Exactly. But the good thing is that this can be applied to anything, not just to the keyword research. So even if you are not a blogger, you can just apply that to anything that, for example, if you're working in the office, so you might want to do that, you might want to create a Notion dashboard, and you can apply that to any business.
It's basically a database on steroids.
Yeah. So it's not just focusing on blogging because we're bloggers. So you can apply that on
YouTube, even if you're working on social media, YouTube,
anything, it can be applied to that. So yeah, and then let Notion work for you.
And why I say that let Notion works for you, because I create the hot topics. If you remember the old slides, basically this one, I create some filters that is for volume, that need to be at least 50, and then the keyword research structure need to be in that specific status, and then the difficulty, which is given to me by key search, it need to be on certain numbers and need to be very low, so I can rank for those keywords. Exactly. Then Notion, with those filtering set up about the volume, the higher volume, the lower difficulty, and I know exactly which keywords I can write about in that moment. Even if you don't feel very good at that moment to write for that article, but you have got that visual list and you don't forget that you have that article to write at some point. And you put in your to-do list automatically, like I showed you before with the tasks. This is the part that I don't know anything about social media.
Yes. So, and another thing why we love Notion is because we can manage everything between us, so blog and social media. So this one is the social media planner. So this is my little baby and is divided by pillars in the hashtag, platform, planner, brand guide, resources, music and audios, and 2024 goal. So everything is kind of linked each other. So in the planner, well, as soon as I put anything in the planner and I give a specific date of a post going live on social media, it goes automatically on the calendar here. So for example, you can see here on the 2nd of January that I published a romantic afternoon tea in London, the 2 platform, Instagram and TikTok, and which is already done. So you can create this one. I kind of customized it, and it was there for a few months because I couldn't find the right template for me. I wanted something easy, but at the same time that I could organize myself. And since I've haven't been using this, it's been so much easier. And everything is connected to my Notion calendar. So recently, I think it was last month, that Notion announced the calendar. So everything that is on your Notion, so everything I've got on my social media calendar, it goes automatically on the calendar and is linked with the Google Calendar. So I don't need to do anything else. So as soon as I open my calendar and I know that I've got a reel or a post that I have to publish, it goes here on the top for example, Prague travel guide, and of course there are even some personal things like dentist appointment. But
Yeah,
yes,
she should
so,
be.
so it's okay. So, but yeah, so you can technically, you see, manage your personal life and work life. So, but since they've announced the Notion calendar, it's been so much easier for me because I've got the app straight away on my laptop, and I open it together with Notion, and I see what's happening for the day.
So just to summarize, what is the news in Notion, and this is going back. This is one of the reasons why we love to use Notion, because it's scalable and grows as you grow, and the people behind are always updating the software. Basically, you can link your actual today calendar on Google.
Yeah.
With Notion calendar, it will pick up everything. You don't need to do anything, just push one button, plus everything that you will set up in any database that is on Notion, and you connect with your calendar on Notion. It will be everything seamless connected. You don't have to do anything, and you will set up reminder. It will send you notification that you are up to post on Instagram, or you are up to post on YouTube, or you can even just create the events and let it pop up. You can do everything just from one platform. That's why I'm saying I want one platform that goes from database to keyword research to publishing to calendar to even my dentist appointment. And I've got everything. I don't need to switch on my mobiles and things. My mobile, it's kind of, I'm using just one platform, and this is just like Notion. I can go on Notion and I can have a lot of things. Even we use Notion for our money, for business,
budgeting, invoicing,
everything, budgeting, invoicing, and it's everything in Notion. I go and check, and this everything is secure because it's basically there is even the two factors.
Yeah.
You can have even a password sent to your phone, and you can access just inputting that password.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel a little bit safe having that one as well.
Yeah, but it's good because, for example, for budgeting and invoices, everything will go on your calendar anyway, and you can put, for example, a specific date that you want to chase the company or a brand, and it will go directly to the calendar. And you can filter on the calendar. If you see here on the left, you can filter what you want to see. For example, in this case, I just wanted to see the SEO and the social media, so I unfiltered, so I removed the rest. But if, for example, you have a different calendar, so you want to see them all, you just basically you click and then you will be able to see it. For campaign tracking, I'm using Airtable instead, as I was mentioning before. But the good thing is that I can link this with this. So as Toti was saying before, anything that has got a link and is shareable, you can integrate that with Notion. So if you already using Airtable or any other platform, you don't need to do a drastic switch, but you can just adjust it to whatever you need. So in this case, I've got Airtable just for campaign and pitching, just because I find it more visual, more appealing. I don't know, I know that I can create that on Notion, but just it's been there and I don't want to just transfer all the contact. I can just access from Notion to all my contacts.
Before we were using Notion, we were using Trello actually, which didn't work very well for us. Then she switched to Airtable.
Yeah.
And she started to customize those database. When I build up Notion the way that is today, I didn't want this journey. So that's why I found that Notion was very good, very nice to connect with other platform without disrupting your journey and whatever you have built up already. That's why I'm saying if you have Slack, if you have Monday.com, if you use any other CRM, you can still connect to and have just like the beautiful page, online page, like your personal website with all the links to everything, but in one side. So you can go on campaign tracking. You can go on keyword research from one click and go.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, but so this is the only other platform that I'm currently using for campaign tracking, and it is pretty easy to use as well. So it's more like kind of a Notion and a spreadsheet. So I've got the content, the pitching tracker, and the confirmed campaign. So, and the same thing that does with Notion, that I can put a date when, for example, I want to chase up for a follow-up or for a campaign that, you know, that we are still in discussion, or I need to send the invoice. So I just put the date and automatically it goes on my Notion calendar. So as you can see, everything is linked between each other. So having Notion, having Airtable, and Notion calendar, so which makes it more easy for us, because running 3 projects and having a team, sometimes you're like, okay, I don't know where to start or where to focus. So it doesn't matter if you're a travel blogger or YouTuber, any other businesses, as long as you find your way to make it work, Notion will be your best friend for life.
Yes,
basically.
definitely your best friend.
Yeah. So, and these are some of the free Notion resources that you can look up. So at the beginning, of course, we didn't know where to start. I just remember the first time one of our friends, we were organizing a bank holiday weekend to the Peak District, and she invited us to join Notion so we could see, because that's a good thing. For example, you want to travel somewhere with your family and you're organizing a really nice, you know, itinerary. You can invite them to join and to see the itinerary, and they can even make amendments and edits. So you can use it for everything and sharing with people. So these are some of the free Notion resources that we recommend, and most of them are pretty easy and to follow.
All of them are on YouTube, so they have pretty easy tutorials that will show you how to set up all the stuff. Some of those are very advanced, some others you will learn on the way, but it's pretty easy to set up your basic Notion dashboard with some links, and start from there with a couple of database. Don't overwhelm yourself, because otherwise you will just throw away Notion and don't use it anymore. But use it, use as you go. Use as you need. Basically, if you find a need in keyword research, because you need a little bit of support in that, create your basic database with just the keywords, put maybe a destination, and if you use any software that tell you about density, keyword density, volume and difficulty, put those 2 numbers and just start from that. That can help you already. Don't overwhelm yourself. Have a visual panel, have something that is filtering for you the basic information. And from there, you might start to grow a little bit. And then you can create a little bit more complicated projects with Notion as well. Our platform is quite advanced at the moment for what has got inside. We have got even some formulas, because in Notion you can create formulas which help you to filter some results. And actually this formula you can ask even to ChatGPT to create, because it's a basic algebraic formula.
Yeah.
Basically, yes, this is the way that we work.
Yeah.
On daily routine with Notion. We will be very happy if you have any question regarding our dashboards, how you can create your dashboard, if you have any perplexity on
if you're not sure where to start.
Yes, because I understand that it can be
a lot, yes, but if you make it work, it will be the best. One of the things that maybe I would recommend, sometimes I see so many cute templates, even on TikTok or on Instagram about Notion. Before buying them, just try to make a template yourself.
Yes.
I'm just saying that not because I don't want to promote a small business trying to make some money out of the Notion template, but just because sometimes they are just so basic that you can actually create it yourself by following even those free Notion resources. So just make sure that if you ever want to buy one, that is the right one for you.
And this when you know already all the functionality. Because Notion can be very advanced in the system, and saying that it's meaning that at some point you might not understand all the functionality and just ditch it. So you can spend some money on some stuff that you really need, but you don't know how to use.
Yeah.
So it's better to understand step by step every single things that Notion has to offer, one things at a time, and you can personalize on your way to work, on your way to want to visualize stuff, and then you can go and grow the system.
Yeah. And
Q&A time.
questions. If you guys have got any question, anything in particular, or anything about Notion, just let us know.
Actually, there was a question from Becky. Is there an option for file storage images to use it as database for using across blog social media? I said, yes. One of the function for Notion is the fact that you can upload files. And when I say files, I say everything, images and documents. So you can do everything seamless. You can have the document on Notion.
I'm not sure if there was something in the previous slides to show her. For example, you see here, we got the task name, status, due, priority, link. You have this plus. So if you click on the plus, you can actually select a new tab, which can be image, and you can upload image. I'm not sure if there is any other one. But yeah, or it's pretty much like this one. For example, you see this one is with Airtable that I put invoices, and you have the picture here. You can do the same thing with Notion.
And actually on the site there is the photos, like
on the photo, for example,
we publish report.
There is the invoice and the report, so there is a little picture of us here with the report. Yeah, I hope that answered the question.
Is there any type of maximum in terms of file storage that they should keep in mind, or that would impact how much they're paying for Notion, or is it just one price and unlimited hosting?
Yes, basically depending on the account, the free account, if I'm not wrong, it would say 5 giga, if I'm not sure. And it gets, if I'm not wrong, it's just like 5 megabytes per file. So large pictures doesn't work that much. But for that, what is the trick with Notion, and I wish everyone use, is the fact that you can use the link. We use a Google Drive, which offers you the shareable link. You just pull on Notion and you go on your drive, and
it's easier. Instead of uploading, you just put in the link. Okay, for example, report, here is the link, and it's go directly to the drive.
You can put even links to the folders itself. Like, let's say you have got a bunch of information, you have got video, photos, and everything for a campaign. You can put just a link to the folder, and it will go straight away on Google Drive. It doesn't want to require you anything. It's seamless, and Notion is one of the platforms that, compared to modern days, that everyone wanna keep you on the platform. Notion doesn't care about it. They want just something that works for you. So if you go out to find the results, good.
Amazing. Yeah, that sounds much easier. Just pasting a link versus always having to upload the content and re-upload and download. Okay, so that's super helpful. Lauren had a question around the platform that you're using to actually publish content. So I know you have different social channels, content that you're creating, a blog. So is Notion your main platform for that, or how are you organizing that feed?
It is the main in terms of organization, but like if I have to post a blog post, I will just have the link on my WordPress and then uploading everything. Same thing with the social media, because sometimes if I'm publishing a Facebook post, for example, on my laptop, I will just put the link directly to the caption and all the things that I will need, the pictures, and a link to the Facebook, so to the Meta businesses. But I think you can do that automatically as well.
Technically, this is part of the automation of Notion. You can schedule the posting on Notion. That's why we love it. To be honest, we don't use it for personal shows. It's not that you cannot do that, but There is a Notion works with the plugins, and one of those is an automation for every single social media, even TikTok. So automatically, the same way that you set up an event on the internal calendar from a database, you can set up name of the post that goes out, which picture you need to post, caption, and everything. And the other things that you can do with Notion is the fact that there is an internal AI that works exactly the same as ChatGPT, and actually, if I'm not wrong, use one of the same systems of them, and you can automatically create caption if it's something that you want to do in Notion. You don't need to get out.
I'm just old school. I prefer to do everything manually. I know, I should do that.
And by manual, you mean you're posting in real time. So when you're ready to actually have the post go out, you're just hitting publish from your mobile device.
Yeah, technically, as long as I've got everything organized, so like I've got my entire calendar for entire month for this month. So as soon as I see on Notion, oh, I need to publish that. I already got on draft on my, for example, on Instagram and TikTok. I just need to hit publish.
It will tell you if you set up the time that you need to publish, it will hit you. Oh, you have got something.
Yeah,
goes out.
send you the notification.
Give you the pop-up, and you know that you need to publish, and then you can do just copy and paste, because basically is that.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, that makes a lot of sense. And yeah, especially on Instagram, where for so long we haven't been able to schedule posts on these platforms and it's been so manual, it can be really hard to make that switch to, okay, I can even schedule content in here and optimize this. So it's good to know even the pros aren't using all of the tips, right? Which is a good follow-up question, because there is so much of this to set up in order to have the benefits. There's typically an upfront cost of time, of energy and focus before you get that benefit of like streamlined and efficiency later on. So Scott has a question about getting started from scratch. How would you suggest someone makes this transition in terms of time? How long would it take to do this? Should they just do everything in one day? Should they spread it out over a couple of weeks where it's an hour a day to get organized? How would you advise us making the transition?
I think in one day you're gonna get crazy.
you will just close the account.
I think maybe starting from understanding what you want to be on Notion. So like, do you want to be just for social media? So you can just start on social media and say, okay, so how do I want that to be organized? So like I said before, I changed so many templates before I could find this one that actually works for me. So starting by that, niching it down, like what you want there, and then working your way up, and then you can always do all the linkings and then creating the dashboard. But I would think it comes.
Exactly the same that Alessia said. It's don't do everything in one time. Just start to focus on something that you are really struggling at the moment. As saying, like she said, if you are struggling with keeping up with social media and planning with finding the right music and then the caption and then everything, but you can organize that the entire week. Start from 1 week organization. Get with your phone and just check what you want to share. First of all the shots, everything, your videos. If you create the video already, you can put the link inside and start from that database. Put the name, create the caption, create the hashtags that you want, and find the music that you want. So put inside a database which is free to find on Notion on the templates. If you don't remember which one is, it's over here. There you go. Where you see the red one, it's templates. You can see there is to-do list, project task. I will say go on project and task. Just click on it. You will find exactly the same more or less of the to-do list. And you can use with the task name instead is a Instagram post. And then instead of asini, you can put
topic, for example.
And then the date. That's it. It's very easy. Just remind you that you have got a post going on. You can open it and put inside everything that you want, from the caption to the hashtags. And that's for the first time of use for Notion.
Just to get familiar with it. And because at the beginning you just having a blank page and you're like, okay, where do I start? So start from the templates, or like if you're going on Google and just type a free Notion social media template, a bunch will come up.
Yes.
So you can start from there as well and then just customize it. But yeah, don't do everything in one
I will
day.
show you. I'm sure 100% by the third week you will start to personalize that database with so many other fields that you wanna be helpful for you, and that takes you a little bit of effort initially for gaining a lot of time later, and also efficiency.
Yeah.
Do you have any sense of how much time you've been able to save for your own workflow since you've transitioned to this technology and this?
I just tell you something. January 2024, this one, we were able, because I was just writing 30 blog posts in the entire month. And that's saving so much time because I had all the keyword research already done and everything was sorted out for which one I had to write first. But I was going even to sorting out. My system is a little bit more advanced, as I said, but you can get there over time. But I had even all the outlines in my Notion template. So I went just like every single day, I was waking up, I was checking which one was the keywords, which one was the outline, and writing. Done. Was saving me at least 3 hours, if no more, of research and stuff.
So you're doing 30 blog posts a month now. What was your capacity before in terms of how much content you were able to pump out a month?
We were working on 2 per week max.
Okay.
That was the very biggest month.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's a huge change. Okay, well, good for you. I think we've got time for one more question. This is from Scott, specifically related to using Notion as a CRM and being able to store our contacts in Notion. Right now, Scott is keeping all of their contacts in a spreadsheet. So could we just move that over to Notion? And if so, I see you smiling. I'm guessing it's yes. Maybe you can show us an example.
Yeah, like you can take the same example here from the to-do list. So you can just imagine that after this tab, there is a little plus where you can add different tabs. For example, here you can put name, you can put company, you can put contact date, you can put met at. Basically, this kind of exactly this one that I've got. You can do that in Notion, and you can put the exact same filter. And now you might asking why you don't do that, just because I've got so many contacts and I don't want to push them over to Notion. But if you want everything to be in just one platform, you can just start with the simple to-do list here, and instead of being a to-do list, like a contact list, and you just customize it and you pass over all the contacts. And if you don't want to put like a contact one by one, you can start maybe putting just a name and then a link to your spreadsheet. And then when you got time, you can just then fill up everything.
But actually, there is even another easy way, which Alessia doesn't know, and that's a good thing. As if you have got everything on a spreadsheet, it's even easier because this is a database and work exactly the same as a spreadsheet, and you can import in this one an XML file, which is downloadable from Google Spreadsheets or any other, even Microsoft, and import inside Notion, and it automatically will create you every single tab that you need.
Okay,
exactly
amazing.
the same setup in Notion.
Perfect. So that's even easier for Scott. Okay, one click. Christina, yes, this is recorded and they will receive all of these slides and templates that you've gone through today. Amazing. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to fit in one more question from Nellie because I think this is a good one. Nellie is really thinking about social media content and again, repurposing content. So many people who join these webinar series are content creators like all of you. There are ambassadors who are creating amazing content and really want to figure out how to streamline that. And so Nellie's struggling when posting the same content on different days for different platforms, currently has a different template for the blog, different template for social media. So can you just kind of close off with some best practices on content creation, scheduling in Notion, but knowing that certain types of content is going to be better on certain types of platforms. So maybe one blog post that's going to look like a little video clip for Instagram. Maybe it's going to look like a 140 character tweet for X, but then might be long form content for a blog. So how should we be thinking about that?
So to be
the same way that we manage with Curious Little Trips, Italian Superblues and Passport.
So one of the things that I can say is just in one day, just don't focus on everything. So in one day you wanna focus on the blog, and a day just focus on social media. Don't mix and match because otherwise you're not going anywhere. For us, it's easier just because it's two of us and I'm focusing on social media, he's focusing on blogging, so it's slightly different. But you need to put it down like your focus for the week. So you can even focus an entire week just on social media and see and have a plan with that. So since I've changed my social media planner, which is here, I've got in the planner, so I've got everything organized. And as soon as I've come up with an idea, I'm going to the planner and just putting things to do in Bali. And then I put, okay, for which platform this one is right. It can be a reel, okay, so it can be good for TikTok and for Instagram. Or I can just put things to know before visiting Bali. I can just put, but this could be even a blog post. So in that case, I'm just linking my social media with my blog site. So and say, okay, this one, it could be a really good Instagram feed, but at the same time, actually, I can write a really nice blog post about it. So if you make sure that those two are actually linked, you then when you are run out of ideas, you just go into your Notion dashboard and like, oh, actually, I had an idea a few months back. I actually can write this about. I know sometimes with the content creation is a lot, but if you focus a few days per week just on social and a few days just on the blog, you will see an improvement even on your mental health, because otherwise you're just gonna go in a burnout because there are so many just things to look after. And the good thing that with Notion, you can even schedule them. So what I usually do, I go on my planner, I've got everything on the month, I organize my feed, I edit everything, caption, voiceovers, videos, everything. I go through the audios that might be, trending that week and or that I just like, and I put that on the video. I've saved the draft on my Instagram and TikTok, or if it's Facebook, I'm just scheduling it or leaving on draft. And as soon as I receive my notification on the Notion calendar, oh, it's time to publish, I just hit publish. So basically, it just takes me a minute, a second maybe. I just need to hit publish. So
just for closing up, Nelly, if you want an actionable tips on how to divide the different projects and how to repurpose in multiple projects, basically you can use exactly the same system on my to-do list. You can even screenshot these, but you will get the slide later. It's basically you can create the projects in the database, and then you put the project, like instead of status over there, you can put project, you can put IG, TikTok, you can put YouTube and whatever, and then let the filter like I create here, like instead of Curious Little Trips, think that there is Instagram, and General Task is YouTube, and Italian Shaper Bread instead is TikTok. So the system will filter for you the project that is for 1, 2nd, and 3rd. If you from one day to another, you think that the same project that is for Instagram can go on TikTok, just click and put TikTok on it, and they will just put inside the right path for you. And you can just open the tabs like it's open over here and find all the ideas that you've got. And you can easily
Perfect.
focus on different platforms.
Amazing. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, quick follow-up. When they're published, would you then remove the tag? And let's end there because I know we're over time, but I want to make sure Nelly got exactly what they needed.
I just put done. I just put done, but I leave it there.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you both so much. You've been so generous with your time and all of your resources. And absolutely, this has been recorded. You're going to get a copy of this presentation, which links to various templates. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you one more time for Toti and Ale for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for
And
listening.
Thank you very much for having us.
until next time, everyone enjoy your content creation, your nomad lifestyle. We'll include a link one more time to join the ambassador program so you can be part of our amazing community with Toti and Ale as well.
Yeah, we have got a group, so you can even get inside and ask us.
Yes, absolutely.
There you go. Perfect. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.